Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today's video is on solving simultaneous equations using the substitution method. We're going to concentrate mainly on linear equations in this video, and we'll do equations which are not linear and linear in another video. Right, so let's get started with this example. I've got two equations here. The first one, 3x plus 5y equals minus 3, equation number 1. Equation number 2 is 2x minus 2y equals 14. Okay, in order to solve these simultaneous equations using the substitution method, I need to make one of the letters the subject of one of these equations. I'm going to choose equation number 2. So equation number 2, I'm going to start off by writing it down. 2x minus 2y equals 14. Now before I continue, it does not matter which equation you choose to make the subject, it's always gonna work. Right, let's get started now. So I'm gonna make x the subject. So in order to make x the subject, the first thing I need to get rid of is the minus 2y. How do I come to that decision? Well, I like to think of the journey of the x. So x used to be on its own, and it suddenly got into the situation of this equation. So x became 2x, then you subtracted 2y from 2x, and that's when you got 14. What was the last thing that happened before we got 14? We subtracted 2y. So we do the opposite. We add 2y, both sides. Okay, once I've done that, I'm left with 2x on the left hand side, and the right hand side becomes 14 plus 2y. Okay, now 2x means 2 multiplied by x, so the opposite of multiplying x by 2 is dividing x by 2. So I'm going to divide both sides now by 2. And that's going to leave me with x is equal to 14 plus 2y divided by 2. Now I can simplify this, but in order to simplify, I would have to factorize the numerator, and then I can simplify. But for now, I'm not going to simplify it. Actually, I might as well. X is equal to, let's factorize, so 14 plus 2y. 1 second, let's use this. Yeah, 14 plus 2y. Both of these come in the 2 times table. So if I'm going to factorize it, I'm going to have 2 on the outside. So 2 times 7 gives me 14. And 2 times y gives me 2y. Divided by 2. And whenever I've got a fraction where the numerator or the denominator has 2 terms, if I want to cancel out, I need to factorize first. Okay, so I can't do 14 divided by 2 just like that. I have to factorize or split it up. So I factorize now, and then divide both of them by 2, leaving with 1. So now I'm left with, let me try and fit this in bottom left hand corner. X is equal to 7 plus y. Okay, now I have x as the subject of that equation. I am now going to substitute x in equation number 1. Substitute. Don't know why I'm writing this down. You don't need to in the exam. Okay, so let's rewrite the equation 1. 3x plus 5y equals minus 3. Now where x is, I know x is equal to 7 plus y, so I'm going to get rid of x and replace x with 7 plus y. So everything is going to be in terms of y, which makes it easier to solve the equation. Now I'm going to expand this bracket. 3 times 7 is 21, and 3 times y is 3y, plus 5y equals minus 3. Now 3y and 5y are like terms, so I'm going to add them up. 21 plus 8y equals minus 3. Now, in order to get rid of this 21, I'm going to subtract it both sides because it's positive. Minus 21 and minus 21. That leaves me with 8y equals minus 24. Trying to really fit this in very tight. Okay, and then divide both sides by 8, just like before. So that gives me the value of y equals minus 3. Okay, so I've got my y value. I can now find my x value. I'm going to do this bit in green so that you don't get confused. There's too little space. So we know that x is equal to 7 plus y earlier on the bottom left hand corner. So x is equal to 7 plus minus 3. This plus minus becomes a minus, so that's the same as 7 minus 3, which is 4. Okay, so the good thing is we've got our x value and we've got a y value, but just like yesterday, or the other video I should say, we need to substitute it into the two equations to check out if it works out. So we know x is equal to 4. Let me write down the x here, and y equals minus 3. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 5 times minus 3 is minus 15. So 12 plus minus 15, the plus minus becomes a minus. So 12 minus 15 is minus 3. It works good for that one. Okay, 2 times x. X is 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Minus, and then minus 2y. So minus 2 times minus 3 is plus 6. Sorry, 8. So it would be minus minus 6, which will become plus 6. And 8 plus 6 is 14, so it works out fine again. And that's fine here. So hopefully this video helps with solving linear equations, simultaneous equations using the substitution method. Sorry about the end over there, got a bit confused. 2x minus 2y equals 14. So 2x was 8 minus, and 2y would be minus 6. So 8 minus minus 6 does become 8 plus 6, which is 14. So it works in both the cases. Hopefully this video helps, and if you have any requests for any other topics that you need help on, please let me know and I will try and do a video on those topics. Thank you for watching.